Andreena's prank phone call exposing Taylor and Ace trying to set her up lead to Taylor and Clarke breaking up? Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Love Island USA Season 7 postseason. That also is the gift that keeps on giving, because there is still drama with this cast even a whole year later, even though this is the time that we are supposed to be focusing in on Season 8. Season 7 said, hold my beer, you know what I'm saying? We've got, some things that we've got to handle and all of this and all of that, right? So, obviously, a couple of weeks ago, it was confirmed by people and TMZ that Nicole and Andrea broke up from Season 7, right? And so, after that, People Magazine had put out a article of all the people at Love Island USA that are supposedly still together, and I think it had like 14 couples on there, and ultimately Taylor and Clarke were one of those couples, right? But I don't know if you guys will recall, I did a video some time back that Shelly did an interview, right? She did an interview and she said, that she was asked who is she still cool with from her cast, from her season, who's her besties. Shelly said she's cordial with everyone. People miss that part of it. She's cordial with everyone, meaning if she sees you in person, it's not going to be any beef. It's not going to be any drama. But ultimately, what she said was that she was closest with Sierra, Clarke, and Andreena. And so what happened was, allegedly, and I don't know how this came about, somebody had revealed some alleged tea that something went down with Andreena and Ace. And the people were shook. They were like, what? And so we had no frame of reference. We had no time frame. We had none of this, none of that, right? But then Shelly's best friend confirmed that something did go down with Andreena and Ace. Again, we have no time frame if this is when Ace and Shelly were together or when they were not. But either way, if this allegedly is your bestie, like what are you doing messing with her man or her ex, right? So what happened was somebody pretended to be a PR talent agency or agent or something else, and that they allegedly had a client, and like that alone should have told Andreena, you know what I'm saying, like this ain't it. But they had her on the phone. She was on the Jumbotron on the Twitter Spaces, and she's trying to deny that anything went down between her and Ace, and then decided to throw Taylor and Clarke under the bus, Clarke, and say and allege that they were trying to all get on a call and set up Andreena and Ace together, and that they allegedly at least went out once to dinner, but they may have went out a second time for a second encounter. I don't know. All of it sounded sus to me, because why would Shelly unfollow the both of you? And then you said that you sent Shelly a text and that Shelly did not respond, and that you think that Shelly got duped by somebody in the DMs or whatever the case may be. But if none of that is true, why would Shelly unfollow you and Ace? You know what I mean? And then Ace tried to come out with a Michael Jackson quote, trying to allegedly deny the allegations. But, he never sticks up or defends Shelly, whether they're together or not. He doesn't mind the massive hate trains and all the things that are against her. So anyways, all of this stuff happens, right? Throwing Clarke under the bus. Except for, there was a girls' trip. There was a girls' vacation that took place that involved Sierra, Shelly, and Clarke. There had been nothing as far as any updates on Clarke and Taylor as a couple, so we didn't know at the time if they were still together or not, or if this potentially led to any breakup or led to any arguments or led to any issues, because Andreena basically was trying to paint Clarke is a bad friend to Shelly that is willing to go behind Shelly's back and set up, with Taylor, Ace, and Andreena to hook up or be together. And that just didn't make sense to me. That always never made sense to me, because if that was the case, Shelly would want nothing to do with Clarke as well, and would have unfollowed and not dealt with Clarke. They wouldn't have went on vacation together, right? So that's kind of a little bit of the backstory, just a little quick, catch all up to speed on what has happened. And so there was a rumor a couple of days ago, some major, places were, reporting that allegedly there was a breakup between Taylor and Clarke, but it was like a post and delete. So I'm like, well, unless it came from TMZ or People Mag, I'm not really gonna, pay it no mind, because I want, actual confirmation from the reps on what took place, right? So People Mag put out yesterday at 4:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It says, Love Island USA's Clarke makes difficult decision to split from Taylor. So she allegedly dumped Taylor. Another Love Island USA Season 7 couple has called it quits. People can exclusively confirm that Clarke and Taylor have separated just over a year after they left the Fiji villa together. A source close to Clarke says that she made the difficult decision to part ways with Taylor and wishes him the absolute best. She will always be grateful for the time that we shared together, the source says, and for everyone who showed them love and support from the very beginning. As she closes out this chapter, she is looking forward to focusing on her growth and what is ahead, added the source. Taylor and Clarke connected during Casa Amor on Season 7 of the Peacock reality series. He had previously been coupled up with Delandria. They officially began dating in October of 2025. Taylor chose to couple up with Clarke after Casa Amor, and they were later dumped from the villa together. Their journey adjusting to life outside the villa was captured on Season 2 of Love Island Beyond the Villa. One of the challenges captured on Beyond the Villa was Taylor's horse riding accident, which he told Cosmopolitan only made his relationship with Taylor stronger. I got to see who Clarke really was when I was on bed rest for 2 weeks. I got to see her caring side, how much she loves me, and how much she wants to tend to me if I need her to, he said in April. We definitely grew super strong. Taylor and Clarke's split comes just days after people confirm that Delandria and Nicolas have broken up. The distance between them and their busy schedules made it challenging to maintain their connection. A source said they still remain close friends. They share a deep love and respect for each other and will always support one another whenever possible. After the announcement of this breakup, both Shelly and Clarke quickly unfollowed Taylor as well. Can I just keep it a buck? Can I just keep it real? You know what I'm saying? Especially Season 7. A lot of the Love Island USA couples do not have a good track record of staying together. Nobody from Season 1, 2, 3, and 4 are still together. You know what I'm saying? 2 couples from Season 5 are engaged. One will be getting married, I believe, at the end of this year. Season 6 has 2 couples still together. Season 7, I guess Iris and TJ technically are still together, but they were not an original couple that took place from the show. So technically, by that meaning, there technically is no Season 7 couples that we saw form on the show that are still together. But allegedly, as of now, TJ and Iris are together, but I'm here to tell y'all, and it's no shade, nobody cares about them, about their couple. Even with the whole drama with the Pepe of it all, fell flat. There were red flags with Taylor and Clarke at the beginning where they were doing these Instagrammy lives, and it appeared as though, Taylor was playfully, pushing Clarke out of the way, was threatening to take back expensive gifts that he got her, and got mad at her on one of the times they went out to eat and she did not eat everything that was on her plate or whatever the case may be. Just things like that, to where it just felt like financially Taylor would try to act as though, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to withhold this from you, or I'm going to take this back from you. Now, he could, that might be his way of joking around or whatever the case may be, but I just didn't feel it was ever appropriate. Also, I felt that his friendship with the likes of Ace was very much a red flag, right? Because obviously it's been exposed that Ace has always been and will always be a hater and jealous of all of these other people, because this is what happens when Love Island Season 7 decided to cast influencers and big influencers such as Ace and Huda. You know what I'm saying? Who are going to say and do anything for the clout, say and do anything for fame. And Huda ruined her own opportunities, and so did Ace when it was all said and done. And Taylor choosing to still be cool with Ace after everything really spoke volumes to me. Now, Taylor and Clarke were able to get some brand deals out of this, were able to get, some success out of this. However, it appeared as though Clarke really wanted to focus on being a full-time influencer in Los Angeles, and Taylor has no intentions of moving to LA because he wants to finish, going to veterinarian school and continuing to work, with his family and everything else in Oklahoma. That I never felt that Los Angeles was big time plans for Taylor. That it was always going to still be about school and whatever aspirations he wants to carry on the family business and so on and so forth. There were rumors of Taylor cheating on Clarke. I don't know if it's true. I haven't seen anything that was substantial evidence, because anytime people have tried to come out with that rumor, there have been women that have come out to immediately debunk it. And I can't just go off of a comment on a Tickety Talk or on an Instagrammy page that makes allegations about cheating, but y'all don't show receipts. Y'all don't show no text messages, no pictures, no video, no more. Y'all just throw a comment out there, and we're all supposed to believe it. But I do believe that there had been problems with Taylor and Clarke, and I do believe that the situation with the Ace and Andreena of it all did not help matters. And I thought that was really low and really disgusting of Andreena to try to throw Clarke into it, to try to mess up Clarke and Shelly's friendship. When ultimately what should be held responsible is if Shelly at one point in time was your bestie, why are you talking to her ex? And then trying to diminish it as well by saying you and Shelly aren't that close anymore was bogus. Because basically you were trying to justify, you know what I'm saying, being involved, being entangled with somebody else's ex or man, and no sense of girl code. But that is the latest couple, you guys, who has not gone the distance. And that's why I keep telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? Don't get attached to these couples. Don't get attached to these relationships if they last longer than a year. You know what I'm saying? If they're on the track of Cordell and Serena, Leah and Miguel, Hannah and Marco, and Taylor and Bergie, if they're on that type of track, that is what you need to be looking at. Couples who are putting in at least a couple of years into this, that are serious, or couples that have now since been engaged and are planning an actual wedding or are getting actual married. Season 5 and season 6, y'all need to be looking at that type of track before y'all are out here on this internet bragging about your couples, about a show that just ended in July, just ended a couple of weeks ago. Bragging about body language and bragging about who's more affectionate than whom. No. Everybody's going to keep it cute until this reunion. But after this reunion, and when the real shmoney opportunities come in for, these individuals and these couples and everything else, we're going to see who's going to be able to withstand all of that and stay together. But like I said, a year to me, in reality TV world of staying a couple really does not mean much to me. Let me see if you're putting in 2 or 3 years as a couple together that was on Love Island. And then let's talk. So all the comparison Olympics, body language experts, you know what I'm saying? None of that matters to me. If these couples now are potentially sticking it out for a year or staying together for a year for whatever reason, and then it's on to the next. Because I peep that that's what UK does as well. But some of them realize, listen, I don't even have it in me to fake it till a year. And that's why so many season 7 couples crumbled very quick, fast, in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? Bryce and Amaya were over really at the reunion, but decided not to really reveal anything until the day or the day after that the reunion dropped. Same thing with Pepe and Iris. They were not about to stick it out for no brand deals or anything else when they could get brand deals as a solo entity, as a solo act. So with all of that being said, I want to hear from y'all in the comments. Do me the biggest favor, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. There's that. That is it. That is all. Es todos es final. Es finito. Es the end of the road. Es the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.